don't know if somebody done blocked you, or it's like, I didn't know you had issues with me. I didn't even know you blocked me, or I didn't know. Maybe you didn't know something. But maybe somebody's like, oh, well, it's not the fact that you didn't know. Maybe you didn't ask. You didn't even question it. Maybe somebody comes and tells a story about you, Aries, and they didn't even come to ask you your side. So it's like, you didn't care to ask. I don't know. I just got chills. So whatever you say, it's going to give somebody chill bumps. They're going to be able to understand it clearly. Or it's just kind of like, damn, I see it. What's going on for Aries? All right, there could be some type of sadness. There definitely could be some type of... what about eating cereal could be important? I was going to say Frosted Flakes. Tony the Tiger. There could be some type of grief that's going on. So my condolences if you lose someone. But you also could be sad about how something changed when it comes to someone else, or what they had to go through to get some type of progress, or where they are now. Maybe you feel like this person was just isolated. This person was just bored, or they're not really someone that kind of taps into their emotions. They could have been dating somebody, or it's kind of like maybe you're apologizing because you had the authority and or the logic to help them. There's a lot of people around this person. So if you're wondering if they have options, if this is love, they do. They have a couple of options. They got people that want to sleep with them. They got people that want to actually date them. And then it seems like there's an air sign that wants to have a family with them. But they feel like, yeah, absolutely not with that. They also could desire some type of family, but they just feel like there's some type of lack of motivation right now. So maybe they're going to travel, or maybe they're going to get some type of momentum to do something for themselves that's outside of work or outside of their routine. And maybe at this point, this is when you want to go talk to them, or you want to say like, hey, can we figure out what we can do about this relationship, or what we can do to kind of create a resource for a person that y'all both know, like a mutual person. And maybe this is when they block you. So you kind of like, damn, I didn't know that this person blocked me, or they block you because they're like, hell no, I'm not going to be in and out of some type of support for this person that, you know, I had to do a lot when it comes to some type of stability. Maybe this was somebody they was once married to, or there was some type of like affair. This is somebody that you was once married to, and there was some type of affair. There could be a relationship that you need to hold back from. Maybe you're supporting this person, right? And y'all were married, or y'all were together. Maybe you guys are trying to make things work right now, so that way any type of conflict that y'all have between your friends or whatever, any type of manipulation can so y'all can fight for each other. But there's complacency here. It's kind of like, okay, well, I'll cover for you, you cover for me, but, you know, we're not really going to grow this, or this is not really going to go any stronger. We done hit our climax, and now we're on the peak of it. We're coming down from it. There's no emotions with this person. Okay, so you're staying in a situation just for the hell of it. There is going to be some type of progress if you decide that you want to when it comes to your business or something that you do. There could be a fire sign woman around you who's a liar and or is creating some type of conflict with you feeling like you can have some type of success. Okay? Don't allow somebody in their deceit and their undelivered promises have you adapt to something that's actually not for you. And you're like, okay, well, damn, this is ending. Okay, damn, I should just figure out this is what's going on. Something's going to shake up, and it's not true. Okay? There could be someone who's married. There's a married couple. Something that could be changing with them. They're going through a cycle where they feel separated. And maybe they feel like they're at the end of their journey secretly. Somebody's like, okay, well, we have this finances, or we have all of this put up together. Let's see if we can reconcile because we have everything put up together. But there could be somebody else that they're sending a message to secretly, and they have some type of sexual attachment to it, or they're codependent on this person, and they want to sleep with this person and see if it's going to be successful, but it's not. They may see it as a new beginning. And so they're open to change and or self-reflecting because they feel like it's a resilience to be wherever they are currently. They're giving too much. They feel like they have to put a lot of effort in. There also could be an air sign woman around that you work with, or that's around your work, around your finances somehow. This person could be in competition with someone else, and you need to make a decision about it. Maybe they're deciding something about this earth sign woman who has some type of achievement, and they walked away from this earth sign man that's in some type of despair about them moving on and having what they want. And so now they have a new sacrifice and or perspective on the decisions that they made or didn't make. But at the same time, they got somebody pregnant and they're unsure if they're going to be able to invest in this, or if this is going to be the person that they settle down with, because they could have some type of issues with their finances or being lonely. If it's not them, it could be the person that they got pregnant is having issues with being by themselves and with their finances. So it's like, okay, well, I'm going to have to upgrade this person. I'm going to have to give them some type of security. At the same time, you could be like, well, where has been this direction been this entire time? And maybe you feel like, okay, well, what's the past now? And this is bringing out some type of justice. You know, this is somebody going through karma. And again, you're confused because at some point in time, you thought everything was good. Everything was successful and they're happy. Everybody was cohesive. It's like you're finally sitting down to realize, like, okay, damn. So, no, everybody just, everybody in this group chat, like, oh, yeah, everything is good, everything's fine. But so-and-so fighting, so-and-so going through a breakup. This person don't even have a house. They living in their car, and they then got somebody else is pregnant. And it's like you're learning about all the information. And maybe you were so intertwined to your own life that you were blocked out by this. Or you just didn't know. You didn't see it. So you're about to be privy to a whole lot of information. And maybe you're going to try to figure out how you can recover. All right. What's going on for Aries? I want to grab something smaller. So you may be like, I don't know if you're eating smaller meals. It's like, okay, well, I just want to grab something quick to snack on. Or I just want to grab something, I can't eat that much. Or I can't have that much sugar. Or I can't have, it's something that's like, okay, I'm just trying to reduce this. Or, no, I just want a quick little shot. I don't want a full drink. Or, oh, I just want something small. A small person. Okay, so you could be embracing some type of change right now. You're moving forward. And it's like, okay, well, I'm just going to have some type of innocence in my day and just kind of see how it goes. And that way I'm satisfied. You're more grateful for where you are right now. Again, there could be a new structure, a new house, a new job, or just something that's new. And it's like, okay, well, I'm going to be innocent with that as well. And just see how, again, things just balance out for you. You will get a message about this that will create a domino effect. Maybe you got some type of email or letter, or there was some type of text message or communication with the lease owner or somebody, and you feel like, okay, well, this is just the cost of the battle, and now I got to move, but I'm going to be emotionally mature about how I do this. That way I can end this cycle and go towards someone else that's more balanced. Okay. But at the same time, you have some type of perspective that you regret going through this, because it's like, damn, I do have to be physically fit to get through the energy of the day. I do still have to have some type of resilience to get through this unfairness or, feeling unwelcome or whatever the case may be, and on top of the family issues. There's some type of animosity that's going on. Maybe someone who was predicted as lazy or unstable, they're moving forward. They have some type of happiness, some type of well-being, some type of success, some type of leadership to them. And this is causing some type of depression and or anxiety to someone that you thought was the person that was moving forward. The person that you thought was moving forward is actually mediocre. And now it seems like you missed a chance with the person that you could have. And I'm not saying this is calling favorites, but it's like siblings, right? Let's say you're a father figure and you're like, oh, well, this is my son. Yeah, this is the one. This is my son, right? Okay, cool. But then your son is the one that's underqualified, or they're lacking ambition when it comes to getting something to work or actually pushing themselves forward. And then you got your daughter, or you got an adopted child, your stepchild, or whoever this else is, and they're actually making some type of way for themselves. Maybe at one point in time they always felt unwelcome, but they got some type of perspective to themselves, and they're making things happen for themselves. And it's like, I don't really need to fight for you. I don't really need to fight this relationship. I let this go a long time ago, at the point that I had to make a good, terrible choice for myself. They feel like, okay, well, yeah, I can call you, and sure, yeah, I can always ask you if you could help me, or maybe, sure, but maybe you will reach out, or maybe you will do something, but at the same time, I gotta fight too much for it, or your ego is too much to go for it. And so they're like, no, thank you. I started to do something for myself. I started to mature. I started to make my own success, even if it's just me and my kid, or if it's just, what else do you expect me to do? Yeah, something broke my heart, but I still had to keep going. And so now they have some type of solid foundation, or they are able to balance their finances, balance their resources, or whatever. They got some type of breakthrough. They're not in their head. Or you're not. You're not. You released a whole lot. You see clearly now. You're on your path to your legacy. You have your finances. It's like everything is good overall. It's like things are paying off now. You have more than enough, or you're about to. And now people want a fresh start. Now people want to come clean. And now they're rethinking their approach because you have so much energy, and because there's a fire sign as well that could have a child. Maybe they thought that they were going to rush in when it comes to this earth sign. It's like, okay, well, I can party with this person. I can be with this person. I'm going to be clever when it comes to the things that we say because of some type of conflict, or how we're going to detach this person and make them see as toxic. It's like they're telling you how they spent the story about you. And they want to apologize because, like I said, they never came to you to even get your side of the story. They felt like, okay, well, great, this person's a disgrace. Let's do what we got to do to work away from this person. Let's do everything that we can so that way everything's paying off for us. And you felt like, okay, yeah, I took some type of leadership in this. I took some type of step in this. And again, you didn't have the mental strength to figure out what was really going on behind the scenes. And now that everything is destruction or destructing, you kind of want to recover. And maybe you're asking this person to help you too. It's kind of like, damn, but can you be the bigger person again? Can you, like, I understand that the person's going to get what they deserve, but there's just one thing that is a really traumatic event, right? It's like, oh yeah, well, you are going to somebody, right? Let's say you're going to somebody's child's, it's not your baby mama, your baby daddy, but it could, let's say you going to your child's baby mom, baby dad, and you're like, okay, well, look, this person is going through a major ending. You know, I understand they're playing the victim, but they're actually injured, or there's something really wrong. Do you mind working with us? And so that way, they don't feel isolated and or lonely. Do you mind going doing something for them, or so that way they feel like they have something going in their favor? Can you give them some type of compassion, or whatever the case may be? And you like, yeah, no, thank you. I'm not giving them shit. You like, no, I already knew that there was gonna be something that happens in secret that I was gonna have to turn my back on and walk away, because they're gonna go through their own change. This person decided to deal with someone that they knew that if they gave this offer to and, you know, pursue this relationship, that the person that they were connected to was gonna be confused by it, and they was gonna try to deceive them somehow, some way, even if they was like physically deceive them. Okay, so they're gonna have to have the strength, the courage, and everything to renew themselves, even if they feel like they gotta sacrifice themselves because they got a kid, or they gotta work, they got everything, they got their help. It just is what it is. They're gonna have to have pure intentions while they do it, so that way they can realize, okay, me being cold and me being irresponsible ain't the way of life. Somebody gonna let the karma teach them their lesson, and they're not gonna step in to help.